Welcome to today's class. I apologize for the network interruption.
Okay.
My screen now, please. As soon as you can see my screen, just say hi. If you can, as soon as you can start seeing my screen, just say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've talked about clauses and sentence patterns, word classes, and their functions, which was the last class. Now today we're going to be looking at generally define these terms here. Okay, we might not go deeply into all of them. So we have mood, tense, aspect, number till the end. Okay. All right. So in as far as English is concerned, when we say mood, what do we mean by that? So mood refers to the attitude or mode of the speaker as expressed in a sentence. Okay, there are three main moods in English: indicative, imperative, and subjunctive. Now, please, after this class, I'm going to share this particular content to everyone for us to go through it again. Okay, so I'll take that again. Indicative mood, example, you have, she writes a letter every day. I'm just stating a fact, okay? Just a normal sentence. Then imperative mood, used for commands or requests. Now, telling somebody what to do or making a request for something. Please close the door. Please come in. Keep quiet. All of these sentences there are either giving commands or making a request. Now, the last one here, we have a subjunctive mood used for hypothetical situations, wishes, or suggestions. For example, you have, I wish he were here. So when you're giving a sentence and you're asked, based on these three moods we have here, and you're asked, okay, what do you think is the mood for this sentence? Is it a command? Is it an imperative? Is it in an imperative mood? Is it a wish? Is it a statement, of fact? Which of the moods? So you should be able to at least say something about that based on these three moods here. Now, the next aspect we're going to be looking at is tense. I'm sure we must have heard of, tense before, right? From our primary school, we have present tense, past tense, future tense. Okay, so basically tense indicates the time of an action or state of being. Okay, either the action is happening now, or it has happened in the past, or it's going to happen in the future. So these are the basic tenses that we have. Now, out of these three tenses that we have, basically, we still have others. For example, for past tense, we have simple past, past continuous tense, past perfect, etc. But these are the basics. So the first one here, we have past tense. Describes actions that have already happened. Okay, just like it says, past. She visited the museum yesterday. So if you look at this sentence here, which word do you think indicates past tense here? Who can tell me? She visited the museum here.
It
Hello?
visited.
Okay, thank you. Visited. So you have ed here. And then the next part, we have present tense. Present tense describes actions happening now or general truths. Example, I eat breakfast every morning. So it's either the action is happening now, I am eating now, which is present continuous, or it's a general truth or a regular habit, something that you do regularly. Okay, you use the present tense. I sleep every day. You don't say I slept every day. I sleep every day. I eat every day. I go to work every day. All right. So the next one we have future tense. Future tense describes actions that will happen in the future. They will arrive tomorrow. You have the model auxiliary verb will or shall. So take note, will or shall is used to show that future tense. They will arrive tomorrow. I will go to church tomorrow. Okay, now the next one we have here is aspect. Aspect refers to the nature of the action or state of being and how it relates to time. The main aspects are simple, continuous, progressive. Like I said, for tense here, these are the basics here, okay? But there are more gotten from the past, present, or so aspect here refers to the nature of the action. Is it actually, for example, if you say present, is it actually continuous? Is it actually present continuous tense? For example, she is
Sorry,
eating.
ma, please,
Okay,
ma.
she is
Modia
eating
is
there in the.
disturbing the class, so I don't know. She is mute.
Sorry,
Modia is disturbing the class.
who?
Modia. She has muted herself back.
Okay, okay, thank you. Please let's mute ourselves. Thank you. All right, so like I was saying, if we say present tense, now if I say she is eating, okay, eating, eat with ing, it indicates continuous. It means it is still going on right now. It is a continuous tense. We have the simple, continuous, or progressive, and then perfect and perfect continuous. So these are the aspects of, and it's related to tense as far as these basics are concerned, past, present, or future. Please don't forget you can ask questions at the end, and I'll also ask my questions. Now, simple aspect describes actions without emphasizing the duration. Just simple. Okay, he eats an apple. All right. It doesn't say whether he's actually eating it now or he eats it every day, or it doesn't show the duration. Rather, it's just simple. He eats an apple. Now, continuous aspect emphasizing ongoing actions. Okay, she is reading a book. She is reading a book. Now, take note for continuous. There's always the ing. Okay, ing, and then the auxiliary verb either is, am, was, okay, to aid it. So she is reading a book. I am reading a book. So I can actually use am here in place of is. Okay, for myself, I am reading a book. So present continuous tense uses the ing at the end of the verb, and then the helping verb either is, am, or are. Now, perfect aspect indicates completed actions. For example, they have finished their homework. They have finished their homework. For perfect aspect, they usually use have. Okay, we have the verb here, have. If it's and then okay, yeah, they have finished their homework. They have eaten their food. Now, perfect continuous aspect emphasizing both the duration and completion of an action. I have been working all day. I have. It still uses have, but it shows a very sorry, the duration. Okay, how long were you working? I have been working all day. The next aspect we have here, sorry, what I'm trying to minimize our time, is number, agreement, and concord. Number, agreement, and concord. Number agreement slash concord refers to the agreement between the subject and the verb in terms of singular or plural. So in a sentence, basically, grammar in general, English grammar in general, talks about the rules. Okay, so as far as number, agreement, and concord is concerned, this particular rule applies to the subject and the verb. So when you have, singular subject, when to use singular verb, when to use plural subject, and then plural verb. So this is basically the rule. For example, you have the cat, which is a singular subject. Now, don't forget, mind you, a subject is the doer of the action in a sentence, okay? That particular thing or person, the whole sentence is centering around. Now, the cat here, which is singular, is sleeping, okay? The cats, which is plural, are sleeping. The cat is sleeping, the cats are sleeping. So because this one is plural, you have the helping verb are. The next part we have is degree.
Yes, you have
Degree
less than
refers to the
9
intensity
minutes.
or extent of an adjective. Okay, sir. But is the class going to continue after this, sir?
I don't know if you'll be able to join immediately. I don't know, joining your journey is somehow the network and all.
Yes, that I know. I know, sir. Yes, I know, sir. Okay, so let's continue, please. Degree, talking about positive comparative, and superlative. Degree refers to the intensity or extent of an adjective or adverb. So positive degree describes a quality without comparison. So I'm just describing someone without comparing that person to another thing. For example, the dog is fast. The dog is fast. I'm not saying the dog is faster than another animal. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying the dog is fast. Now, comparative degree compares two things. Remember, comparative only for two things. Example, the cheetah is faster than the lion. So in this case, the word faster here is in the comparative degree. For positive, we'll just have fast. Comparative, we'll have faster. Superlative degree indicates rather the highest degree in comparison. Now, this one compares more than 2, 3, 4, 5, millions of people. So it's the highest degree in comparison. The cheetah is the fastest land animal. The cheetah is the fastest land animal. She is the most beautiful amongst her sisters. Okay, so I'm just looking at either the highest or the lowest. Let's say she is the slowest, okay, amongst her sisters. Like I said, we'll minimize time. The next part we have here is question tags. Question tags. Question tags are short questions added to the end of a statement, seeking confirmation or agreement. Okay, you are coming to the party, aren't you? Now, in this sentence here, the question tag is, aren't you? So it's just a short question that you add at the end of your statement to get someone's confirmation, whether what you're saying is true or false. Now, for question tags, we have rules, basically. And then we have, she is a doctor, isn't she? Basically, you use the helping verb there to form the question tag, but not in all cases. You are coming to the party, so you have are. And when you have positive here, you are coming, the question tag must be negative. Aren't you? She is a doctor. Is here is in the positive aspect, and then isn't the negative. So you can't use you can't say she's a doctor, is she? So it's wrong. You have to use positive and negative. If here is negative, so let's say we have she isn't a doctor, you should have is she. The next aspect we're going to be looking at is idioms. Now, idioms are expressions or phrases that convey a figurative meaning different from the literal interpretation. So basically, I am saying something. Okay, there's a sentence, I say something, but what I just said, the words don't really mean exactly what they say. Okay, that's what idioms are. For example, kick the bucket. The bucket means to die. Now, kick the bucket. Literally, it means, literally someone standing beside a bucket and then kicking it. But for idioms, it has an underlying meaning. So take note. Idioms are phrases or expressions that convey a figurative meaning different from what the words actually literally say. Example, I hope I don't kick the bucket before I finish my bucket list. Now, break a leg, another idiom, a way to wish someone good luck. It doesn't literally mean you should go and break a leg or something. So it's just wishing someone good luck. Break a leg in your performance tonight. The next one is hit the hay. Hit the hay means to go to bed or go to sleep. Another example, okay. Example, I'm exhausted. I think it's time to hit the hay. Cost an arm and a leg. It means it is very expensive. That does not mean you literally use your hand and your leg to pay for it, okay? It simply means it's actually very expensive. Example sentence you have, getting my car repaired is going to cost an arm and a leg. So it means it's going to be very expensive for me to repair my car. So when we say figurative language refers to the use of words or expressions in a way that deviates from their literal meaning. Okay, we're saying the same thing. When you see a sentence and basically you kind of understand what it means, but the words that are written there are not exactly what they mean. So that's figurative language. Examples, we have simile, metaphor, personification, etc. If you've joined our literature class, I think we're going to be looking at figures of speech and the rest. So here are general English idioms and their meanings, okay? I think I got up to 10 or 15. So number one, break the ice. So to break the ice means to initiate a conversation in a social setting. Maybe you went to a party and everywhere is so quiet and all. So you can use the idiom break the ice. It simply means to to initiate a conversation in a social setting. Now, example, he told a funny joke to break the ice at the party. All right, number two says hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. Now, please take note, everyone. Idioms are different from proverbs. Maybe I might need to explain that. Idioms are different from proverbs. For idiom, you cannot really get the real meaning from the words one after the other. But for proverb, it might be easy for you to understand. A proverb basically is a short, wise saying. I'll take that again. A proverb is a short, wise saying. Okay, it's used to show morals. It's used to give advice. To show wisdom. Now, for an example is practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Now, that's a proverb. It's not an idiom. We all know what practice means. We all know what perfect means. So I can technically understand what it says. Practice makes perfect. But for idiom, you can't really understand what it says based on the individual words you're looking at. So the next, hit the nail on the head means to describe exactly what is causing a situation or a problem. You really hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the issue. Number three says, bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. It means to endure a painful or difficult situation with courage. As you can see, this one, it doesn't literally mean somebody is putting a bullet in his or her mouth and biting it. But it means to endure a painful or difficult situation with courage. I had to bite the bullet and tell them the bad news. So maybe it was very difficult. Maybe the news was so bad you couldn't tell, but you had to bite at that one. Very expensive. Number five, sorry, a piece of cake. Where is it? Sorry. All right, yeah, number five says a piece of cake. It means something very easy to do. Example, the exam was a piece of cake. I finished it in no time. So, okay, I think that's quite easy too. Number six,
I
don't cry
suppose
over
when
spilled.
this class ends, we can restart the session. Hopefully, you can join on time.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try. I think I'll try. Holy Spirit, I'll try. Okay, so before the time elapses, let's just continue. Number six, don't cry over spilled milk. So this simply means don't waste time worrying about things that have already happened and cannot be changed. It has already happened, it has already happened. Don't cry over it. Yes, I made a mistake, but there's no use crying over spilled milk. The next one is jump on the bandwagon. This means to join others in doing something that has become fashionable or popular. You see people wearing a particular set of clothes, a particular set of shoes, fabric or something. So if you say, I jumped on the bandwagon, it means you've joined them. Many companies are jumping on the bandwagon and embracing sustainable practices. The next one is let the cat out of the bag. Now, this means to reveal a secret or disclose something that was meant to be kept confidential. I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, but I accidentally mentioned the surprise party. Number nine says the